Konami is one of the most legendary game companies on the planet Earth, with games like Contra and Castlevania among the top in most gamers' best games list. They're well known for their action platformers and run-and-gun games, but a little game that Konami published had been sitting in my plastic NES bin for years. I didn't really know much about it, except that it, like most games that have Konami on the front, puts a big smile on your face as soon as you start it up. This game does this through shooting, robot suits, space, and more shooting. It's CYBERNATOR for the Super Nintendo. CYBERNATOR follows Jake, the playable character that is fighting in one of these badass suits. The levels are a mix of dodging, shooting, and jumping, and combat is varied. Want to shoot up every enemy you see? Go ahead. Want to punch them all to a pulp? Well, you can do that too. The game uses destructible environments to force you to navigate different parts of each level, and it's actually the earliest game I've seen that does this. Narrative splits up the action during a level, giving you useful bits of information for the rest of it. Now, CYBERNATOR is also one of the smoothest controlling games on the Super Nintendo. It's actually a little bit harder than it sounds to do this well. All you have for moving and aiming is the D-pad, but it never really feels like a hindrance in this game. Shooting also feels excellent, and hit detection is very solid. I wish I could say the same for jumping and landing, but the game does have a problem with registering if you've landed on a platform, and this can be a big pain when time is ticking away. You'll also have access to jetpack-like boosters and a dash move that can help you move through a level faster or get to safety. Well, relative safety. There might be 2 things shooting at you instead of 5, if that makes you feel any better. As with most games that have Konami on the label, even when they are just the publisher, CYBERNATOR is a very hard game. It's deceptive, though. You'll be able to get pretty far into a level before the game decides that you've made it far enough and starts annihilating your face. Energy upgrades are scarce, and when you think that there's no way out of a situation, there usually isn't. You'll be seeing that opening cinematic a lot. In addition, there isn't any Konami code. Believe me, I've tried. Although there is apparently a slight upgrade to lives code by pressing a few buttons at the beginning, but I really wish I could get the 30 extra lives. CYBERNATOR is a very strange game in regards to visuals. Movements and character sprites all look very nice with tons of color and a nice futuristic tone. Environments also look great, especially space and destructible objects. However, the limitations of the 16-bit technology do appear during big explosions and zooming sequences, which, to be frank, look like someone cut out a few different squares of construction paper and glued them together. Sound is another story, with an excellent space techno-style soundtrack that moves at a pace that feels perfect for the game. Sound effects are also excellent, thanks in a large part to the great audio that the Super Nintendo is capable of, which is still quite impressive today. CYBERNATOR is an excellent run-and-gun game for a system that produced a ton of games in the genre. While it does have a few little flaws in its design, this is an excellent choice for anyone who wants a challenging and exciting experience.